Hi, Ansel here again, and in this tutorial we're going to look at Windows Deployment Services, or WDS. Windows Deployment Services eliminates the need for an operating system to be installed from a CD or DVD by deploying the Windows operating systems over the network. So if you notice nowadays, where when you boot in a system, you don't have this DVD or flash drive gone are those days. The benefits include the network-based installation versus the manual installation. Images can be deployed for mixed environments, example the Windows 7, 8 through the Windows 12, and the ability to add driver packages and configurations for deployment to the client computers on the network. So from there on, we are going to look at installing Windows Deployment Services on our domain controller, the Windows 2008 domain controller server. So we're going to go to Server Manager, Roles, we're going to add roles. Machine is moving extremely slow. There we go. What we already have installed is Active Directory, DHCP server, DNS, and the web server IIS. Click on Add Roles, Server Roles, and we're going to add Windows Deployment Services. Click Next. Next. For the Select Roles services, we're going to leave checked the deployment server and the transport server. We click Next. And we're going to click Install. I'm going to pause the video at this point in time just to save this process going through this lengthy period. Okay, the installation was completed successfully, and you can close. So now you have Active Directory, DHCP, DNS, File Services, Web Server, and the Windows Deployment Services. So you can close this off, and at this point we're going to configure our W.D.S. So we're going to go to Start, Administrative Tools, and Windows Deployment Services. We're going to go to Servers, right click on Servers, double click Servers, right click, and Configure. We're going to go to Next. We're going to leave this as the Part C drive because I haven't configured another drive for the install. We're going to go to Next. Say yes. We do not, this is a DHCP option 60. We do not want to listen on port 67, so we're going to check that box. And we want to configure the DHCP option 60 to the PXE client. So we're going to check that box also. Click Next. For the purpose of this tutorial, we want to respond to all known and unknown client computers, whereas on your external network, you would only want to respond to known client computers. And you click Finish. This configuration process will also take a little while. Okay, we can pause and resume. And the configuration completed. Click Finish. We want to look at the Windows image file location. So I'll click on Browse and I will go to Computer, CD DVD, I'll go to Sources, and say OK. Click Next. It automatically created a new image group. I'm going to leave that name as default. Click Next. And Next. And it's adding the image again. We can pause in order to save some recording time. Okay, operation complete. The selected images were successfully added to the server, and you click Finish. That's for the images. For boot images, we already have one, and for the installed images, we have one. This essentially concludes the configuration of our Windows deployment services on our domain controller, our Windows 2008 server.